If you are wondering what you can do to depuff your face a little bit, move some lymphatic fluid out of there, and overall give a sculpting and lifted appearance to your face, then you are in the right place, because today I am going to demonstrate a facial cupping tutorial. My name is Elizabeth Steffen. I'm a licensed esthetician of 20 years, and I do facial cupping probably about 4 times a week right now in my daily routine. So I'm just gonna show you what I do to depuff my eyes and give a little bit more sculpting to my face. So the first thing is I have a clean face, and when I do wash my face and put serums on, moisturizers, all the things, I do a lot of massage. So a lot of the technique that I do is lymphatic drainage. And it's because I'm getting older and I get puffy eyes now, and I don't like puffy eyes. So anyway, I have some facial oil. We're just gonna get right to it, guys. Ooh, I do like using a decent amount of facial oil. My hands are really dry. So it does feel a little rough on my skin. Some people say it's exfoliating. Now I am applying oil down my neck because we are going to do some facial cupping there. So I have zero makeup on today, guys. No eyelashes, no eyebrows, nothing. This is Liz in the raw. So you get to see what a 48, I think I'm 48, yeah, what a 48-year-old looks like, who has taken care of her skin most of her life. So these are my little facial cups. I get them on Amazon. I've got a link in the description. So I'm gonna do a lymphatic technique, which means I want to start draining the lymph. You need to make room for that lymph to flow through the system. So right here in the center part of our chest is about where the port is, the center point of our lymphatic system, where it goes back into circulation. So the first thing we can do is we can just squeeze and cup. It's a little hard with a shirt on. I normally do this with no clothes on. But I'm just gonna do just a couple squeezes in here. I'm not squeezing super heavy. They easily come off. Don't worry, those are gonna disappear. Woo! One thing you wanna do with cups is you generally wanna keep them moving. So that little technique that I did, we are not gonna do that on the face. Some people may try it. You can bruise yourself. So anyway, okay, I just started moving some lymph in that area. So now what I'm gonna do is a light squeeze, and I'm gonna go down the sides of the neck. I wanna start draining that lymph fluid. Yep, just drain it out. You can work the whole neck if you want. It does feel really nice. If you wanna know how much squeezing I'm doing, it doesn't feel like it's pulling on my skin. It's just a light suction. See, if it almost like pops off if I try to keep it there. So it is kind of an awkward place. Okay, so that's all I did, was just a couple rounds on the neck. Now I'm gonna start draining under the jawline. I love this especially because there's a lot of tension right here where there's a lot of attachment points of muscles. So when I am doing massage on somebody's face, like one of my clients, I love to get really good under here. It's a little uncomfortable for the client, but I'll tell you, the amount of tension that's released and the lifting that can happen in the face is phenomenal. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna do about 5 rounds, if I'm counting correctly, and then I'm gonna drain back down again. Now, there's so many different techniques you can do. Sometimes I have to re-squeeze, like down here, because it lifts up a little bit. So you just wanna keep that tension between the cup and your face. So when we're doing lymphatic drainage, We're gonna kind of work in a routine. We always wanna keep flushing back into the center point if you can. Some people will skip this and just do the face. That's probably okay as long as you don't have, as long as it can flush through and doesn't get trapped. Okay, so I have done the lymph system all through here. Now we're gonna start doing on the face. Now this is a lift and sculpt. So once again, if you can do about 5. It's 5. Now I can drag it down. There we go. You don't really have to start from the beginning again, but I go all out when I do my facial cupping. Drag that through. There we go. Okay, so I did, you know, here, 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 here. Now I'm gonna work my way up. I'm gonna go up. This feels so good. The amount of tension release in my face, feels so good. Now, I'm actually doing a lot of filming later at work today. Okay, so before I continue that story, we're gonna drain it back down now. We want to keep that lymph fluid. So I'm pushing up the lymph. We need to bring it back down in case if anything wants to get trapped. And for the most part, it'll probably flush through, to be honest. But it may not for some people. So I still like to do that final, let's just keep that lymph moving. Okay, so now I sculpted part of the cheeks. Now I'm gonna go a little higher. Very light suction, guys. You're not doing much heavy. It's kind of stuck there. Same thing, I'm gonna drag it back down. You can see I'm getting a little pink. I'm bringing blood flow to the surface of the skin, which helps bring nutrients. So not only am I flushing lymph and depuffing my eyes, I am also bringing nutrients to my face for that beautiful glow. I will definitely do this a day before filming if I wake up with really puffy eyes, if I'm doing any public speaking. I always wanna make sure I have a beautiful glow because I am my brand. I speak my brand and I do the work for healthy skin. I am obsessed about skin. Okay, so you can see I did here and here. So that did probably moves the fluid right out of the eyes by just going right to this point. Now, I do have smaller cups. I don't have them right here right now, but if I have smaller cups, I can do a little bit closer around the eyes, but I'm gonna take this up a little higher. It does make me look like an alien. Aliens. And once again, let's flush that down. Let's move that lymph if anything's gotten stuck in there. Now I'm gonna do the forehead. Whoop, see? Look, I got horns. You don't wanna leave them there, guys. I just left that there for, so you can see like how much suction I had. Now, when I started, if you start doing this, it may feel tight. Meaning the suction, like you're not used to it. But the more you do this, the more your skin will probably adapt and your muscles will adapt to it. This feels so good. Now guys, I gotta tell you, sometimes when I do my facial cupping, it feels like I had a Botox injection. I'm not gonna lie. Like later in the day, my skin feels so tight and lifted. It is wonderful. Like that fluid is just pushed out and what's left is tight lifted skin without big puffy baggy eyes. So I'm just gonna kind of go through what I did before. No rhyme or reason, you know, just kind of work my way up the face. Don't forget to drain the final. Woo. I don't know if YouTube would ban me for saying certain things about what these cups look like on me. Underneath the neck's a little tricky, guys, not gonna lie. Down. Oops. Oop. sometimes they want to lift. So guys, this is pretty much it. You know, you can just kind of repeat the pattern as much as you want, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's all healthy for your skin. You could give yourself a half an hour facial massage and you're golden, guys. You're golden. You're golden girls. And it does wonderful things. I'm gonna finish with just some manual work with my hands, so you guys can see what I do here. Now, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down in the box for me. If there's something that you guys want to see from me, if you're a professional in the industry, I have 20 years of experience in aesthetics, and I was a massage therapist before that. So I have a lot of training and knowledge and experience, and I am here to help share that with you. That's what this channel is all about. It's all about educating the public about what we do as estheticians, what I do in my business, and also just to elevate our industry as a whole. And also, if you're not in the beauty industry and you're just here because you want to watch some facial cupping, thank you so much for joining in, guys. I would love to hear from you and know your thoughts and feedback about what I do here and what you might like to see from me. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.